And speaking of performers, the great pianist Albert Newberry is performing on December the 18th, I believe, at the Ghost Light
Yes,
Bourbon
that's
Bar.
correct.
I've not had a chance to see him, so I'm actually gonna try to see if I can make that. If I can if I can talk Jeremy into driving me over.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
I'd love to be able to see Albert. Do spaces need to be reserved to see him?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
we are, as you know, we are extremely limited on space.
Right.
I believe for that we're capping tickets at about 24. I could be wrong on that exact number, but it's in the low 20s. So yeah, if anyone is interested in that, I believe it should start around 8 p.m. Certainly get tickets ahead of time because we're expecting that one to sell out.
Sure. And my wife, Emily Cooley, great singer, and I need to send Donnie some stuff. That would be a great venue for her. She has great voice for jazz and that type of thing. I know she would love to be a part of that.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting.
If you all would have her, so I got to run that by Donnie and see what we can get going there.
Certainly.
Additional, if somebody goes to a show and they want to add on perks to go to the Ghost Light, how much does that cost, and do they do that on the Millwald website?
They do that on the Millwald website. I do not know how much it costs.
Okay.
Because I'm so busy on the tech side of things during shows. I've never really bothered to pay attention to that. I want to say though it's $15. That number sounds maybe right to get access to the bourbon bar, but it is a wonderful VIP experience to add on to your ticket. There are sometimes, especially if we have a busy show, a big show, the concession lines upstairs get very busy. So if you are one who enjoys a cocktail or a beer or a glass of wine or a whiskey, there is typically the lines down here just because of the sheer size of the space. We do cap ticket sales for that too. So so there is not much of a line to come down during intermission or, get a pre-show drink down here. And it is a really nice place to spend time. It's cozy and comfortable and kind of takes you away from the chaos upstairs before the show.
It absolutely is. I can say that I've been there, and it's all positive, all good. As far as the vibes, it's everything you want in that kind of a experience. And I'm not even what you would call, I wouldn't say an avid drinker. So you do not have to be a delver of. I need to edit this out. You do not have to be a frequenter of spirits to be able to enjoy this space. Am I correct, Suzy?
That's correct, yes. And most of our drinks can be made into mocktails as well, and we do have some non-alcoholic offerings down here as well. Yes, so you're right. You don't have to. You do not have to imbibe to enjoy the space.
Very good. I'm trying to look to see, to click on an event and see what it would be to add on tickets. So if I'm going to go and add that on, what could I, and I can't seem to find the way to do that, but
I can follow up with you too. I'll find out the details of that and follow up with you on that.
We'll put that in the. I will find that out and put it in the description of the video, so that you will know by the time the podcast is up. So, thank you very much for taking the time with me today, Suzy. It is always great to talk to you. I should say before we go, I should ask you, because you do much more than the Ghost Light Bourbon Bar. What is it that you are involved with as the technical director of Millwald Theatre.
So as the technical director, once shows get booked here, I advance the show, and I reach out to the artists or their representation, and we figure out everything that needs to be in place before they get into the building. So our team is prepared, so their team is prepared. So that's really where most of my day-to-day is, advancing our coming shows. And then on the actual day of a show, I'm very involved in everything from the moment they get into the space. We load in all of their materials, all of their gear. I work with, and each show is different. Each show has different tech requirements. Some require very intense sound preparation. So, like, if we have a concert come through that has a lot of musicians, it'll be much more of a sound-heavy day. On shows where, like, we just had the Callisto Quartet here, and they played without any sound reinforcement. My day that day was focused all on lighting and making sure that they had what they needed. So every single day is different. If we're showing a movie, like we just did the Resolve to Live and Die, the PBS special based on Southwest Virginia.
I was there. Great show.
It was wonderful. It was a good night.
Great show.
But that has completely different tech needs than a live performance. So it's really just figuring out what every performance needs before they get into the building really sets me up for success, so that I know what crew we need to bring in, and all of their needs beforehand. That's really because I want show days to go as easy as possible for everyone involved. I feel like the performers have a better time that way. The audience has a better time. You really feel it when that doesn't happen. So that's what we try to work towards.
Great, absolutely. And how were we lucky enough to get you here all the way from New York?
Well, New York was a long time ago for me. I'm originally from South Carolina, and I went to Clemson University for college. I was a lighting design major, and that's what took me to New York. I worked off Broadway as a production electrician for years. And then made my way out to Denver, Colorado, and got out of theater then, but still in lighting. I was in architectural lighting. And then during the pandemic, my husband, Dustin, who you mentioned before, he's originally from West Virginia. And so we found this house out on 30 acres over towards Cripple Creek randomly. Neither of us had been to Wytheville. We were looking for a change, and I feel like a lot of people did this during COVID, during the pandemic. You just kind of get up and move, because everything's weird, so why not stack one more weird thing on top of it? And we really have settled into this town wonderfully. I feel like Wytheville is a town that gives back as much as you put into it. I found out, I guess we moved here end of 2020, and we were very excited about the renovation of the Millwald. Before I was even brought onto the team, we were big fans and supporters. And then when we found out that they needed a technical director, it just made sense. It just worked out with my background. I've learned so much here, and we've come a long way in what we do, I think, as a theater, and the kinds of productions we do, or have come through, rather. But it all seems like it's working well for everyone.
Well, you certainly are a gift to this town. I should mention that your husband is also a really cool, really neat, really talented guy.
Well, I think so.
Can we talk about some of the things that Dustin does, if you don't mind?
Yeah, we would love that.
Yeah. So what kind of things is Dustin involved in? Because he's very much a mover and a shaker
He
around
is,
town.
yeah. He is on the board for Forge Appalachia. We both are very passionate about the arts, and I feel like it needs supporters now more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is by no means an artist, which a lot of people on the board for Forge are. It's an incredibly talented group of people. But he has always wanted to be involved in that community and show his support. So he is typically the guy when they have events. He's the manual labor, because he doesn't have other gifts to offer, but he really, really enjoys doing that, and they do lots of cool things. We love Forge. He's also a rabid Blue Ridge Bobcats hockey fan. So we've been season ticket holders since the beginning. So he's at most home games if he can make it. I do encourage him to come to some Millwald shows, because there are so many hockey games, and I don't want him to miss things like the Callisto Quartet that was just here. That was a hockey night, and I managed to convince him to come out here, so that was a win.
And yes, he sat in front of me, and we were able to chat a little bit. So,
good.
My guest, as you always know, I am unfortunately unable to drive myself, so I always have to bring a guest along, a chauffeur. And
Yes.
my chauffeur for the evening was my dear friend, the superbly talented Corey Parker.
Oh, he's wonderful, yeah.
Who is our resident filmmaker, videographer, photographer. I call him the maestro because he is the maestro. So he was like, we were watching the thing, and the man is just a genius. And I couldn't tell it, but he could. He said, okay, that's AI. Okay, that's a cool aerial shot. I'm a little jealous of that. And he was guiding me through it as we were watching it. And I felt like I came away so much smarter because his knowledge base and natural talent for what he does is amazing. And
yeah, it's a different way to watch a film, certainly.
I should say that your husband and I probably are more kindred spirits, I suppose, than I realized, because I have no artistic talent whatsoever. I mean, yes, writing is an art, and you might say, and I have talent in that way, but artistically, musically, can't carry a tune in a bucket. Wanted to sing like Phil Collins all my life. Never happened. My parents bought me a drum set when I was 5 years old so I could be like Phil, and I couldn't even hold the stick in my hand properly. But, so I get where Dustin's coming from, but yet I would want to be on every art board that that people would have me on. So
and I think artistic ability and creativity are two very different things. If you look at artistic ability as painting, drawing, that sort of thing, the things we immediately go to. I mean, you could dive into that a lot deeper, but I do not think that it equals someone who is not creative.
But but Dustin is one of those people, you just look at him and talk to him, and he's just this really cool, very well-rounded, very talented guy. And I could talk about everything from going to see the jazz singer Diane Reeves, or going to a Phil Collins tribute band, or going to a Beatles tribute band, and Dustin is engaged in all of it. He wants to know about all of it, and he's knowledgeable about all of it, and he knows what would make a Phil Collins tribute band work and what would not. I mean,
He would, yeah.
So he and I could definitely do a lot of hanging and talking. that night, really, I have to thank you for coming and talking with me. I think you may have been under a bit of pressure from the boss. Donnie said,
"Not at all. No, I'm happy to spend any amount of time in the Ghost Light. It's my happy place."
But to talk with you and engage with you and Dustin that evening really gave me a wonderful evening. So thank
That's
you.
great. I'm so happy you had a good night. We did too.
Thank you for giving me your time and your space and sharing your beautiful space that is your happy place with me, because it was certainly a gift, and in my searching I have found that it is indeed $15 if you want to add on the VIP experience. I know the PBS people that were there last Thursday night, they did rent the bar, and they said, come on down and talk with us. And I wish I could have, because they seem like really great people and very intent on telling this very important story of Southwest Virginia to a large outreach of people, like the beautifully photographed documentary that they did.
Yes.
They did a super job. I hope they'll do it again. I was able...
In fact, you bring up a really good point that the PBS station did rent out the bar. So this is certainly some place that I imagine lots of holiday parties here, because, like you said, the red curtains, it feels like the backdrop for a Christmas party or a New Year's. We certainly are available for rent as well, and that's something that I believe you would go through Donnie to figure out. But if anyone with inquiries could just get in touch with us at info@themillwald.org.
Well, I'm telling you, Suzy, if I could afford you, I would rent you for every holiday, birthday. I mean, seriously, I am that much in love with that space.
Oh, thank you.
So, unfortunately, my pocketbook would not even let me in the door. So I have.
Well, but if we are open on any day, you can just come hang out.
Yeah, and I think I would really love. You would probably get sick of me, but I would really love to hang more and talk more with you and Dustin. Just great folks to be around. And
thank you.
And as I said, you have been a gift to this town. So now that you are settled here, I hope we do not lose you.
I'm never leaving. No, this is my home.
You're that sure?
Absolutely, yeah. We moved my mama up from Orangeburg, South Carolina. We moved her up last November. She built a little cottage out on our place. So no, I mean we've got roots here. They're not going anywhere.
Good, and your mom's happy here?
Oh, she loves it. She loves Whitfield very much.
Great. I stopped in Orangeburg on my way. It was my last visit with my father. He was at the hospital in Charleston. And we stopped in Orangeburg at the Chick-fil-A to have dinner on our way to the hospital. So I'm very familiar with that. My parents moved to Murrells Inlet, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got a friend in Murrells Inlet.
20 miles south of the beach. So I know that area, but we are glad you're here. I'm happy that I've been here all my 40 years. I don't think that I would have had the opportunities that I've had in my life and my career without the support of this town. I totally know what you mean about Whitfield giving back as much as you put into it. It certainly
really does.
And I don't know anywhere in the world that you would find that.
I agree. It's a very special place.
So thank you so much, Suzy, again for giving me so much of your time. We did talk enough to get a nice two-parter out of it. So bless you for all that you've done. Thank you for making me a part of it whenever possible.
Well, of course, Zach. Thanks so much. I'm always happy to sit down and talk with you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.